Think about it. Dominique dunked on him.
Right.
Larry Bird fell back into the rail, and then he got up. You like, you know what? I like you, Rick.
Right.
You belong here.
Right.
But I'm still gonna bust you for 40. And he's like, dang, man, what I got to do to earn my right?
Hit a 3 on him, like.
That's
Who do you know in this NBA that can do that?
One thing we have to keep in mind is that, and we talked about it on the show,
But at the same time, it comes from 2 different points.
Then all of a sudden, you want to say, oh, well, you know,
I think for me, I don't know if I can speak for everybody else.
This is DeadEndSports.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Dead End Sports. I'm Ken. This is Kyle from 12 Kyle Radio. Make sure you check him out every Wednesday at 9 o'clock on Blogtalkradio. Got BZ430. You know what the 430 is.
Follow me on Twitter and Instagram and SoundCloud.
That's right.
What's on SoundCloud?
Oh, yeah, tell them.
Beats, man, beats. I got beats on SoundCloud. So follow me on SoundCloud.
You make beats?
Yeah, son.
What about
BZ430 across the
Facebook?
board.
You got a Facebook page?
Yep. Facebook.com/BZ430.
Everything BZ430.
Everything BZ430.
Yeah, y'all can follow me on Facebook too, KINGE, or you can type in KBNG. Twitter is at KBNG2. FIFO, as Kyle called him, the point guard of the crew.
Yes, sir. No Facebook over here.
He used to be a point guard.
Yeah, man. Hey, you ain't lying. I'm just a shooter right now, boy. Because last week, I'm like, yo. But yeah, man, you follow me on Twitter, Instagram, FIFA247. It stay the same. Facebook's the devil. So I have one, but I ain't on there, boy. So follow me.
All right, cool. And just hit us up, DeadEndSports.com, then DeadEndSports everything on your favorite social media network. Anyway, speaking of social media, on Twitter, BZ sent us this article talking about Dominique. When Dominique first played against Larry Bird.
His rookie season.
Rookie season. And how much crap Larry Bird was talking to him.
Yep.
Like he was telling him, like,
why you checking? I don't know why you Holmes. He said, I don't know why they checking. I don't know why they got you on me, Holmes. He coming down. He was saying how Bird would just bam, stroking threes on him. Bam, bam. I'm gonna put up 40 on you tonight, Holmes, or whatever. He said, I don't know why, and everything.
he said you don't belong.
You don't belong in here. Yeah, you don't belong in this. Yeah, you don't belong in this court, Holmes. I don't know why they got you guarding me. Dominique was like, I came down on him, fast break, and dunked on him hard. You know what I'm saying? And then Larry Bird was like, okay, you know what? This guy got some fight in him. He said not one time Larry Bird backed down, and Larry Bird ended up scoring 39 points on him. Right? Yeah. And then, he asked him, so how you feel about, playing against Larry Bird? He was like, well, he said he's gonna score 40 on me, and he got 39.
He felt like he won.
He felt like he won. Yep, he felt like he won because Bird scored 39 on him and not 40. But I think the reason why I sent it to them, because this is like, it's crazy for someone. You got someone as at that point a veteran in the league, as just like a superstar, and they telling you don't belong in this league,
right.
And then mentally, a player saying that to you, and for Dominique Wilkins to keep fighting, like, look, I'm gonna show you why I belong in this league. I'm gonna dunk on you in the process,
right.
Even though they probably still got the loss, but I'm gonna still show you that I do belong in this league. So I brought this up because it's like, how many dudes you think in today's NBA that has that mentality or mentally tough that can survive in that type of league? Rookies, I don't, and this is my opinion. I'm not saying this because I've watched NBA in the 80s era and the 90s, but I just see the way they demeanor and the way they act when stuff not going their way.
Boy, it's soft,
like,
man.
It's like when stuff not going their way, it's like they so quick to like pitch a fit, or they so quick to run down the end of the bench and complain and whine. It's like, why are you like complaining and whining? Man up.
So not even on like a skill level, just on a mental level.
Level.
Yeah. You know what, B? I think it's because the game has changed so much. Because back in the day, when you were talking crap and stuff like that to me, right? Not only could I come out here and bust you with my skills, but if you was talking too much smack or you bumped me the wrong, next time coming down, I'ma hit you And it ain't no flagrant.
Right.
It ain't no technical.
Right.
Like there was some sort of retaliation back in the day that you can't do now.
Right.
Like you do anything. Like Chris Paul got a flagrant one the other day for fouling one of the set. I can't remember who they were playing, but he went around his neck. But he's big. I'm 6 foot nothing. Right. How am I supposed to bring you down to make sure you don't score? Back in the day, that would have been a play on.
I don't know, because it's not all about the flagrants and the fouls, man. It's about like you talking back and like you said,
it's about being mentally tough.
Yeah.
It's about getting back up and showing you like, yo, I don't care if you is Michael Jordan. I don't care if you are Isaiah Thomas, Karl Malone, or even I don't care if you LeBron James or Kobe. I'm gonna come at you.
Kind of like how Westbrook is. Like that's how I like about Westbrook.
Westbrook could play.
Yeah.
Back in the day, he could play easy.
Just off of mentality, but I guess the point I'm trying to make is that being strong mentally, I think also takes part of being strong physically.
Right.
You know, and especially in those days, because to be strong here, you had to be strong here. And now you don't have to be strong physically. It's more about your skill set. So mentally, these guys don't have to have the same amount of strength. Now, to be a champion and to play, when you play back, you have to be mentally strong regardless how physical it is. But back then, it was another layer. And, all right, and all I'm saying is that you could retaliate in that way that you can't now. That I feel that made
it has nothing to do with it, man. It doesn't.
I think that has a lot to do with being mentally tough.
Oh, cause I do it to cats all the time. Y'all know me. I never touch these cats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just all mental with me. Like I will talk anybody out their game. Anybody. It has nothing to do with me roughing them up.
You never told me how my game.
I'm not.
I know.
I'm not saying I talk you out of your game, but I can psych you out sometimes.
What you do is you're disruptive. You're a disruptive force. By any means, that's what you do.
That's what I do.
And
but that's what Larry Bird was doing to Dominique Wilkins. And Dominique Wilkins manned up and went back at him. He felt like he won because he held him to 39 points. And Dominique, think about it. Dominique dunked on him. Larry Bird fell back into the rail, and then he got up. You know what? I like you, Rick. You belong here. But I'm still gonna push you. And he's like, "Hey, man, what I gotta do to earn my right?"
He hit a 3 on him, like
that's
bam.
Who do you know in this NBA that can do that?
That can do that.
Westbrook is one.
It's hard.
Who else?
It's hard to
Dwight Howard. You think CP3?
Yes. You see, and this is hold on. And this is the reason why I started. And this is the reason why I started how I started, because I feel like the other argument, these guys are just soft. No, the game has changed.
Okay, so CP3 is one.
Yes, CP's one.
I can.
No, I agree. I'm not
CP3 kind of he shows me glimpses of Isaiah Thomas is bullying him. So
this is a different game. You can't. Like, I can't get on you right here. Like I can't. Like, come on, man.
But if he could, he would. All right.
If CP could, he would.
Well, I think one of the things we have to keep in mind too is that, like you said, the game has changed first and foremost. I mean, in the 80s, we're talking about players of today that could have played in the 80s.
Right.
If you're talking about the game, there was no hand checking, that type of thing too. No such thing as zone defenses. For me, like you said, you got to be mentally tough. You got to be strong. One person that comes to mind is I call him a throwback player, is Zach Randolph. I mean, Zebo could have played in the 80s for any squad, because he brings it, and he's not, and I think part of it is that to what you were talking about. You know, these guys want to be friends off the court. Zebo don't really strike me as a guy who want to be your friend or go have dinner, go catch.
Maybe a couple guys, but because Magic and Bird were friends off the court eventually.
But I think that was more toward the end of their career. I don't think they did in the height of their career. I don't think they were friends.
No, they weren't.
And when I say friends, I'm talking about, we know guys that shoot commercials together. They go out to dinner together. They
but just
party together.
Just how you said that the game has changed, the world has changed.
Well, that's true too.
So that's what I'm saying. We can't hold these guys like, oh well, that's a knock again. No, it's how the world is now. Back then, the world was a lot bigger because you had Magic over here and you had Larry Bird over here, and there was no interaction in the middle. Now, I can be part of North Georgia and you way out here in South Georgia, but we're playing on the same AAU team. And guess what? We're busting butt. And then guess what? We go to college. We might go to separate colleges, but I have Twitter. I have your text. I can pick up. It's nothing. Oh, I seen your highlight. I'm texting you. Hey, you know what, man? Yo, that was a nasty
They
dunk.
knew what each other were doing back then.
Yeah,
But
like that.
okay, fine.
You
whatever.
didn't keep tabs on him.
Alright,
Technology, Bird couldn't keep up with Magic. I mean, he probably read the press box, press scores the next day or whatever. There was no sports center like that.
Okay.
They was watching tape.
Yeah, they was watching
tape.
And keep in mind, back in the 80s,
know what's happening.
I got a couple other players I want to throw out at you. Russell Westbrook, of course. Kobe, of course.
Yeah.
He lasted.
Last of the Mohicans.
LeBron.
Him and
You
Kevin
think
Durant.
LeBron?
Yeah, LeBron. Yeah,
LeBron loved the
I think
game,
LeBron
man.
definitely-
That's one thing I like about LeBron. Like he's passionate about basketball.
Yeah.
He likes
will be
basketball,
okay.
and he always tries to challenge
Yep.
the best player. That's what I've always respected about LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron would be
like
all right.
definitely.
LeBron-
He'll be all right. He'll be all right.
On what level? Like the level he's at now?
Yes. The only question mark
Yeah.
I have on him is the physicality. Obviously, we know he's built for it. He's
Right.
built for it.
Right.
Mentally, are you built for that
Yeah. So
physicality?
half of the battle was won before you stepped on the court.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The intimidation.
Okay.
I mean, like Jordan's Bulls. Jordan, I mean, like
That's
he
what
had
that
you psyched out.
physicality.
You already knew that you were going to lose when you stepped on the court against him. The Pat Riley's Knicks.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
yeah.
They created the no layup rule.
Yeah.
If you came through the lane, you was getting fouled. In playoffs, there was no such thing as getting layups. You were going to get fouled, and David Stern kind of wanted to get away from that. So the game got a little bit more finesse, and it kind of goes back to what you were saying as far as the times.
But I think the NBA all the way changed with the Detroit Indiana
Brawl,
thing.
yeah.
Because before that, it was still very physical.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In a different way. Like I couldn't just and then it's a play on. No, that changed early 2000s. But I think that it really changed completely to what it is now after that brawl.
Oh, definitely.
But let's throw out some more players. Joakim Noah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's on my list. Joakim Noah, definitely Joakim Noah.
He can play.
He can definitely play.
Because he's a physical guy.
KD. Just for the
got-
sheer fact you can't guard.
Yeah,
that,
no,
man.
I can see
You wouldn't
KD.
be able to
I
do
think
that
KD
with
got some dog in him, man.
I think so too.
He got
This is
dog in him.
different.
I think we because Westbrook is a louder dog.
Right.
I think that's why we saw what happened when Westbrook went down. KD was balling. He carried the squad.
Yeah.
You know, KD
came into the league trying to prove something.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
And then here's the thing too, like in the 80s, if you try to get physical with KD, he's like, you can have that. Come way the hell out here. Bang.
Right.
So I like you can't guard that dude. You can't guard that dude. So I think he would have
Rose.
survived.
He's too fragile.
You're getting hurt like this,
Like,
now,
in his
and nobody's
league?
hitting you.
Right.
I don't know if you would have been able to last.
Okay, so
Right.
now you take me to another player who I don't think would have succeeded in the 80s because of his game, Dwayne Wade. The slashing, he's going to take a pounding.
Yeah.
You think he would have been able to keep up with that?
He would have got up.
I mean, that's your boy.
Yeah, he would have got up. Come on, wait a second.
All right. I'll put it like this. I'll put Wade like this. He would have been able to do it, but only for so long.
Yeah.
He would have had a short career.
Think about it. That was his game.
Yeah, I know.
shortened his-
When he
okay.
goes up for a layup, he falls.
No, he would have lasted like 4 years.
yeah,
I'm not
he
saying he
would've
wouldn't
been
have
around.
survived.
But he still got that dog in him to play.
Yeah, but he would have had that dog for 4 years. He would have had that dog for 4 years and not 10
He would have been a
That
role
dog would've
player
been in the
way
pound.
faster.
Yeah.
He would have digressed to become a role player way faster, dog.
Or he would have
Way.
adjusted his game like he got now. He got
Nah.
the little jumper, man.
No.
Nah, I think you're giving your boy too much credit. Like I give him credit, like he has the dog in him, man. He doesn't care about getting bumped and hit, but that's how he gets hurt.
Yeah.
And he got that will to win. That will.
yeah.
That desire.
Because he takes the beating.
And
Yeah.
Like, Wade takes the beat.
imagine a guy like D Wade playing against your Pistons from the 80s. I mean, he would not have made it through a series.
AI,
Oh, no question.
Well, he had the same game as Wade. It was probably even more reckless.
but he survived.
And Wade has survived.
20 games? 20 games a year?
I'm just
AI,
saying,
when he played 70 plus.
AI was definitely built for the 80s. He
Yeah,
was
tough.
He would
and he
have.
and AI no matter.
And he was borderline 80s. Like,
He would have been.
Because he came from that mentality.
Yeah.
You better come out here and ball. I might not be able to out physical you.
Right.
But guess what? I'm going to be talking.
yeah, because he
I'ma
was
be
talking
in
to
the
Kobe.
hand.
He was talking to Jordan. He didn't care.
And he wasn't gonna back down.
He was going back down.
What about a guy in his prime like KG?
Hell
You think KG played that?
He was bred from
He's
that.
he's not like Kobe to me. Last
He's still talking. He wanted to beat up Dwight Howard.
Kevin Garnett would definitely be all right.
Who's like the softest player in the NBA now?
What about Dirk? Because Dirk got game. How would Dirk have played back in the 80s?
I think, you know what, and that's a very good question because at 6'11", 6'12",
Dirk's damn near 7 feet.
7 feet. Is Dirk playing power? Because of the time, is he playing power forward?
Dirk could be all right because go ahead.
You think he's playing power forward?
He will be playing power forward based off of his size. I think that his career trajectory, B says something. Mentally, could he have really taken that and gone with it? Because when he first came into the league, mentally he wasn't ready. He wasn't ready to compete.
That's how wavy.
And I think that the second caveat to that is, in the 80s, if he had to be at the right coach, like a Don Nelson, that would have known what to do with that.
Right.
Because that would have been way different than what the NBA was doing. So if he would have came out there being soft mentally, and these dudes talking crap, he might have been Darko.
If we talk about softness, I mean, Dwight Howard's got to be up there for me. I think he's soft. I don't think he's soft.
Physically, yes. I think he would be okay.
Yeah.
But this right here, man. Think about what this guy. This guy went from being the leader on Orlando to the finals.
Right.
To being a role player with Houston. Yeah. He's taken a back seat. Yeah. He doesn't care. Yeah. Like he went from LA to big stage. Kobe ran him out because Kobe was
No. He left Kobe. If he had stayed with,
But what I'm saying is, why did he leave Kobe?
The Lakers organization ran him.
No, don't give him no excuse. Why did he leave? There's the stories of Kobe. Kobe talked about him all the time.
Of course.
Talking about how he's not tough.
No. If you would have asked Nolan Boy, they would have got Phil Jackson. So
I think the issue is.
Yeah, go ahead, B.
Kobe wanted to hold Dwight Howard accountable, and nobody's held him accountable through his career, and that's the problem.
And Kobe wanted him to be great. Kobe just wanted the man to be great, and Dwight Howard wasn't mentally tough enough for that.
All right, so no to Dwight.
No. He wouldn't be considered a superstar at all. He'd be another center.
No.
He'd be a
Steph Curry.
Yes.
Steph Curry could do it.
Yeah. I think
I don't know. This game
got punished.
I don't know if I haven't seen like enough to where I'd be like, okay, yeah, this dude is mentally tough. Like
I don't think it's about mental toughness with him though, because
I'm just talking about this for the 80s though. I mean,
I'm saying for the 80s, I don't think it would be too big of an issue for him being the type of player that he is.
Nah, because look at the story and how he had to become who he was, right? That alone builds mental toughness. Mm-hmm. Okay. It's the physical aspect of the 80s. But the thing is, when you can dance and shoot like
right, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter.
It don't matter with that.
It doesn't matter.
Boogie Cousins.
Oh, DeMarcus? Yeah. He don't belong in this era. He don't belong in this era.
Right.
Yeah. Easy.
I agree.
Easy.
It's not a lot when you think about it. It's not a lot of players of today.
Did we talk about Paul Pierce?
Rondo.
You said Paul Pierce.
Yeah, I think Rondo.
Rondo could.
Let me think.
So let's think about
you
guard.
gotta have like an attitude, man. Like just
a
play back.
And he had an attitude.
Yeah, you can't be all like, you gotta have like, even though Magic Johnson was all
I don't know about James, man.
he still had
cut your heart out,
he still had an attitude, man. You had to have attitude.
You had to have attitude. You had to have talent.
Yep.
And then you had to know how to harness all of that, because what happens is that in the course of a game, so much stuff happens.
Yep.
And you got guys going at it.
What y'all laughing about?
Because he said James Harden, I was like, nah.
You know why you tripping? Cause he already leads the NBA in free throws made and attempted.
Because they be giving him that crap, man. He just go in there and do this.
I just don't get how he gets his balls.
I don't get it. But he would get even more free throws back then.
I don't think so. Somebody would chop his head off. Somebody would chop his head off.
Doug Malone would have hit him with an elbow. Like, come to the lane again. And James Harden would be like, oh, okay.
Right.
You know how big Malone was?
And you know what? He would have got him with the Euro.
No.
I'm telling you.
You know what? James Harden would have got Malone, but guess what? Mark Eaton would have came through. Bam! And hit him through.
Out. So are you saying that James Harden would have had no success in the 80s, 90s?
Not really.
Not really, bro.
So he wouldn't be a 20-point-a-game scorer?
I'm still not drinking the Harden juice.
I'm not either, man.
He would be a role player in the 80s.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, he'd be a role player.
Are you serious? Hey, don't tell me you haven't seen games where he's checked out before?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Hello,
Yeah.
come on, man. Come on. But the finals will be every game for him. The finals will be every game for him. Come on, bro. Come on.
Kyrie.
Yeah, because you can't guard him one-on-one.
No, you can't guard him.
You can't. There's
Kyrie, man,
you can hand check him. You can do whatever you want.
I'm drinking the Kyrie juice.
Yeah, I am too. That's a bad boy.
I understand he's a loose cannon, but
I told all
that dude, you can't
Kyrie
stop him,
back.
man.
Even in his Duke day, I said,
Kevin Love.
y'all better watch.
no. I mean, we say that now. I mean, we say that now.
No, hold on. I just want to say about K-Love. I think that he would have been like the best role player in the 80s, 90s. I don't think he would have been a superstar. Nothing like we wouldn't even mention him. Rebound, it goes anywhere.
Doesn't matter. He's on the big stage and he's not performing.
You just said a very interesting person, Chris Bosh.
Chris Bosh.
No.
I think he would.
I do too.
think so?
He was one of the only ones on that team that
Yeah.
that really felt like he cared about winning.
Right.
Because when he lost, it pissed him off.
And people keep forgetting about the Chris Bosh, the Toronto Chris
Yeah.
Bosh.
Right.
I think like Dirk, he would have had to been in the right situation that early on for him to maximize his.
Nah, y'all tripping.
I think y'all looking too much at the same
Right that time.
Those Miami, y'all influenced by those Miami years.
No. What I'm saying is back then he would have been such a transcendent player that every coach wouldn't know what to do with that. Same thing like look at Boris Diaw, and I'm not putting him on the same level, but Boris Diaw had no career until he got to Pop, and that's what I'm saying. I don't know what Bosh would have been unless he got to the right situation.
He had a career before he got to Miami. What are you talking
We're not
about?
talking about today. We're talking about if he was in the 80s.
He would have been fine. He could play to the game.
Hold on.
He did.
Chris Bosh is 6'11", 175 pounds. So where is he going to
They
play?
took him away from the basket when he got to Miami.
No. Wait, hold on. He was an elbow player in Toronto, dog. An elbow player. Meaning that his game started at the elbow. Can I put you down there? Yes. But guess what? I'm knocking down this 15 to 17 foot jump shot. Wait, hold on. I'm not done, Pippen. I'm not done. I'm gonna be right here at this elbow. We're gonna run pick and roll. I'm gonna hit this jump shot. Back then in the 80s, all you was doing was setting screens and getting your down there on that block. And if you didn't have a coach, like Daly from Detroit,
Chuck Daly.
that dude, if he would have went to Detroit, he would have been fine.
Chris Bosh
If he would have got Pat Riley, he would have been fine.
Chris Bosh is mentally
He would have
tough.
been alright, man.
I'm not. Did I question his mentality?
He had the game and he got the mentality, dog.
It's his game. I don't think his game would have translated in the 80s.
He had to go to the
I
right
agree
coach.
with people.
He had to go to the right coach.
All right, fine, whatever, man. Y'all.
Carmelo.
Oh yeah, it would have been criminal not
Yeah,
to
not to
mention
mention him.
Carmelo.
Yeah. Good.
Bang with some tough power forwards though.
But he would have been able to.
He would have been
Melo's
alright.
tough.
No, I'm just thinking because I think
Would've
like
been
Karl
alright.
Malone and the
Melo's
Rodmans
tough.
and stuff, man. Like
I don't
that's-
care. Melo tough.
yeah.
He's one of the toughest players in the NBA.
Yeah. I
He
know.
go at people.
Yeah.
Gasol.
Hell no.
I knew you were that because you're a Laker lover. That's why I brought it up. No, Paul Gasol is still a baller, and I think he would have played in any era. Is he soft? Yes, he's soft because he plays a European game. But yo, this 7 foot skillful, he would have been fine. You can put him in the block 20 times a game, and he's gonna get buckets.
Nah, man, not Powell.
Man, y'all tripping.
Not Powell.
Y'all tripping.
brother, maybe,
Wow.
but not
Nah,
Why
man.
Powell? Why Dirk then?
Right.
I'm just like, yeah, like.
The reason why is because Dirk had guard skills. Powell has big man skills. They both soft. Mentally, I don't know if Paul Gasol would have been.
That's what I'm giving him the
Okay, that's cool. Mentally, I don't know if he would have been able to handle it right away. I think he would have had to build that. But skillfully, I think he'd have been fine.
NBA back there will eat you up and spit you out.
Yeah, I think, I be thinking about that era, man. They just, man, they would chew you up, man.
Man,
And if there was any slight weakness,
Man,
they would just pick at it.
they're gonna expose that so
Yeah.
quick. Like you said, if it's a slight touch of weakness, they're gonna get you.
Right.
They're gonna eat you up, man.
All right, well, anyway, that's it. In the comment section, you let us know.
What you mean?
I know we only have so much space, man. I know we could go all day.
Come holler at us every Tuesday 9 p.m. man, because we do this all the time. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we gotta continue this one, man. I gotta call in on this.
Yo.
All right, so anyway, in the comment section, let us know who you think could play in the 80s NBA, 80s and 90s NBA that's playing right now. Let us know if we missed anybody, man. And if you disagree, let us know. Come at us. Let us know. Hey, call in Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Blogtalkradio.com/DeadEndSports. Holla at us. Peace.